Recent 4.2 main story update, I noticed there was some more information received about Emanators.
Plain Arcadia is crawling with Emanators. How are you going to take us on? With a single masked fool and a bunch of abundance minions?
The Emanators you speak of are nothing more than a tenth of a pebble, a piece of wood, and... Oh, and a warlord.
This has sort of solidified the understanding I've had for a long time about how Emanators actually work. So let me explain my understanding, and you can let me know what you think, if I've missed anything, or your understanding. I think the reason the fandom has such a hard time with Emanators is because we're looking at them from a power scaling perspective, which is fair. Emanators are very powerful beings, and the jump from simple Pathstrider to Emanator is huge.
Oh, Doctor, you're huge.
I think there is a better and a more intended way to look at them. Emanators are individuals who are handpicked, sometimes unintentionally, like Acheron, by an Aeon to draw power directly from their path, serving as emissaries of that Aeon's will. While most of the games and fandom's focus is on how the power flows from the Aeon to the Emanator, I believe the real focus should be on how the Emanator flows to the Aeon. The Emanator's actions effectively funnel back to the path by driving its sustenance and expansion across the universe. For example, the IPC and Klapoth, Diamond the Emanator, and Klapoth the Aeon of Preservation. The IPC's core purpose is to collect and transport all materials and wealth in the cosmos to Klapoth. This material is used to build the subspace barrier to protect the universe. By utilizing their Emanator-like authority to manage vast logistics and resources, utilizing the 10 stone hearts, Diamond directly fuels the Aeon's primary goal, literally funneling the universe's assets back to the path of preservation. Or Phantilia, one of the earlier Emanators we meet. She used the authority gained by Nanook as an Emanator to sow the seeds of destruction in the abundance, turning life-giving energy into a self-destructive cycle, fueling the destruction as a result. Acheron, though she was not chosen by IX and didn't choose Nihility, she feeds IX by simply existing. IX is literal nothingness, true, but every time Acheron draws her blade, she leans into the path of Nihility, giving up of herself, her memories, and her soul to the path. Every memory she loses, every soul she frees into the abyss, feeds the concept of Nihility. So the confusion with Emanators, I think, stems from the misunderstanding of the whole process. Assigning a person the role of Emanator is viewed as a gift for the individual, when really it's a tool for the Aeon. Then there's also the discrepancies that surround Emanators' power levels and the discussions there. So let's just assume Aeonic Power is a number value of 10. It's not. This is just to illustrate a point. The amount doesn't matter. If a Pathstrider starts out at level 20, they gain Aeonic Power, becoming an Emanator, and add 10 levels. Then that puts them at level 30. But if a Pathstrider outside of Aeonic Power has achieved a level 50 on their own, then sure, they'll be more powerful than an Emanator. And if they become an Emanator themselves, they'll definitely be more powerful than the previously mentioned Emanator. This is also illustrated by Acheron. She already was very powerful. She survived being swallowed by IX's black hole, and then she inadvertently gained Nihility power after her survival. Because IX is nothingness, they didn't extend or limit power, so Acheron could take as much Aeonic power as she pleased. And it's pretty clear that Aeons do limit the power they give their Emanators, and what that limit is is ultimately at the discretion of each Aeon. We see this clearly with Aha and Silverwolf level 999. Kafka says to Silverwolf in her Myriad Celestia trailer,
How long has your cartridge been stuck at the current level?
You guys are a bit too nosy.
Forgive me. This is our bargaining chip, and this is our sincerity. The Aeons set a limit for you. Join us, and you'll have the chance to break through it.
The Aeons set a limit for you. Join us, and you'll have a chance to break through it. So depending on the Aeon, the situation, and the Emanator power levels, they're all bound to be different due to the limit set by the corresponding Aeon. When it comes to characters like Fushuen or the Masked Fools, these people are not Emanators, even though they have received some sort of power from the Aeons. The power isn't direct Aeonic power to the individual. So a Fool's Mask or the Third Eye are pieces of path power that are given to path striders that could be picked up and used by others. So the item itself is what holds the power. Silverwolf has her cartridge, but that's unique to her. No one could pick up her cartridge and use it. The same cannot be said for these other items. Masks that the Masked Fools use were actually stolen from mourning actors and used. So while on the surface they may seem functionally the same, they are very much not. This is further proven by the 10 stone hearts. The power that each stone heart has is only through the cornerstones. Diamond is the Emanator. The Aeonic power is granted to him, and he shares the portion of his own power through the cornerstones. This is why each stone is not considered an Emanator. Why Asat calls Pearl a tenth of a pebble. Each stone is infused with each Stoneheart's will and grants them powers, but if one of the Stonehearts is killed or removed, that cornerstone can be reassigned to a new person. We almost saw this happen to Aventurine.
Diamond summoned everyone, with me as chair, to decide Aventurine's punishment. Take away his position as one of the 10 Stonehearts.
We all took an oath to treasure the cornerstones like our own lives. But Aventurine's death was a necessary part of the plan.
You can come back. Your time isn't up yet. This is also Diamond's recommendation.
So to break it down, it goes Aeon, Emanator, Special Faction like Masked Fools, Stonehearts, Third Eye, and then Path Striders. This is the power level and the power funnel. Within each level, there are varying people of varying levels. Just as there are different Aeons with different power levels, there are different Emanators with different power levels, and different factions that have different power levels, and different Path Striders with different power levels. So let me know what you guys think. Did I miss something? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I am human and I am fallible, so there is very possibly something that I'm missing or misunderstanding, and I would be happy to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments. As always, I'm Belle. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.